Inspiration randomly struck me for this closet while I was doing the deep cleaning. I was thinking, okay, it would be really nice to make over this closet so I could put all of Beckett's stuff in it so he can have like a closet of his own. Right now, him and Valerie are sharing, but I would like actually for Valerie and Natalie to share a closet. So I went to Canadian Tire and I got some melamine panel shelves. I got it in an oak finish, and I want it to be kind of like custom shelving just at the bottom so that he can put like pack his pants and shorts and things like that. And underneath it I will be putting like little cloth bins. I'll show you what I mean later on. So anyways, I measured the inside corners of the closet. I am going to have to cut out the nubs for the baseboard because the closet isn't wide enough that the shelves are going to miss the trim around the closet. So I will have to like notch those edges out as well. But right now I'm just rough cutting the sides. I measured the two sides and then we will notch it out afterwards. So you can see here, these are the notches for the baseboards. One side's deeper than the other, so it only has to notch a little bit. I measured the full width of the closet, and then I minused the width of the shelves and got 32. I ended up cutting it at 31 3/4 though, just so I have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm sliding that shelf in. In hindsight, I probably should have done 7/8, but that's fine. So now I'm just cutting the back like longest part of the shelf. Do as I say, not as I do. Please wear your safety goggles. Obviously, I'm just using the squint and go for it method. Don't do that, okay? I'm going to be using drywall anchors to mount the brackets, and then I have 3/4 inch wood screws that will secure the top of the bracket to the underside of the shelves. The brackets themselves hold 44 pounds on each bracket, and then the drywall anchors are 30-pound drywall anchors, and there's 2 of them in each bracket. So I would say around 50 pounds can be put on these shelves when we're all said and done. It's literally going to be used just for pants and things like that, so it's not going to ever get to that point, but yes, these will be very durable shelves. When you're notching, I would recommend notching it on one side and then flipping over and notching the other side just so you can get all the nubby bits. These are the brackets I used, and those are the drywall anchors. I had all the drywall anchors, screws already on hand, and obviously I also have the power tools on hand. But other than that, the shelves and brackets alone were $130. And this was significantly cheaper than my last storage solution, which was to buy a closet made all-in-one thing, and it was like $160 for that. So it is still cheaper, and I think that this looks nicer and a little bit more custom. At the end, I had to kind of slide the middle shelf over so that there's a gap on both sides rather than like a big gap on one side, because like I said, I should have done 7/8 instead of 3/4. So this just gives you an idea, like the totes, they fit underneath, but you can get like the nice looking cloth baskets instead, just so it's a bit more aesthetic. I like the fact that this is a movable thing, like if we ever move again, it's just in a moving box already. So yeah, pants, shorts, and then I've started putting his shirts on the top. He is getting tall enough that he can actually reach up there.